Gtownogloc, passion for greatness. The leader, you understand me? This topic we're gonna talk about, you know what I mean, the future generation, you know what I mean? Because as a human, as a peer, you know, we the future, that's even including me, you know what I mean? Because I see myself like, you know, we the future generation, and then, you know, a lot of children, a lot of us that are young in this time, you know what I mean? Modern time, you know what I mean? We are the future generation, and the generation that is coming after us too, you know what I mean? It's gonna be take this, we're gonna take this, it's gonna take this kind of this, our struggle or our fight forward, you know what I mean? Because, you know what I mean? A lot of issues that we are fighting through, but it's all a process, you know, for it to be done. But some of us, that's why when young generation coming in, you know, you never know. There are a lot of generations, some of them is gonna be some of them gonna be the one to solve some of these problems that we're facing in this life, you know what I mean? Because as we know, you know what I mean, once we have a big social problems, you know what I mean, we have a lot of situation going on in our lives, and then in our daily basis of life, you know what I mean? Even try to get to know ourselves as an individual too. There's a lot of we struggling all the time with ourselves, you know what I'm saying? So it's a battle every day we're facing in this life to really get to know ourselves, you know what I mean? But the price is like, you know, this is the price we have to pay, because like once you're in this world, you have no choice to really, like, you know, sit down and focus, you know what I mean? But we have something, the problem is like we are so caught up in the world, you know what I mean? So it's easy, we lose ourselves because there's a lot of things going on that we're involved in, you know what I mean? We don't really get the time to be focused enough to really understand who we are, to really get to know ourselves and respect ourselves and really try to love ourselves, you know, to see like this, to find another way, you know what I mean? Sometimes that's why we need a lot of OGs, you know, that can say, hey man, young homie, watch this way, you know, that's will be better for you to do that, you know what I mean? Or stay out of this kind of problems that you're facing, you know, you're going through, you know, because sometimes, you know, we put ourselves in some serious shit that can really mess up, make a big mess in our future, you know what I'm saying? Example, sometimes when we involve ourselves in this gang violence, you know what I mean, we killing ourselves, you know what I mean, for no reason, you know what I mean? And that's like already the enemy itself is killing us by this doing what by social engineering and all that kind of fucked up shit. But you know what I mean? But to see us do this to ourselves too as a young people, you know, we kill our own people, is like, you know, we helping the enemy to get rid of ourselves, you know what I mean? So if we stop to think, you know what I mean, if you stop, because it's like we are in the low mental levels of thinking, you know what I mean, when we're doing those kind of things, you know what I mean, we gotta look at the bigger picture. And the bigger picture is to see one another as a brother and sister, so we can start to evolve as a human being, you know what I mean? Treat one another with respect and guidance, you know what I'm saying, and try to show love more. Because when we do that, you know, we can always try to evolve and look at the bigger picture. What we should be focused on is to be building. You know, when we start to build, you know, I mean, when we start to come together and unite and build, it's like we grow together, you know what I mean? But when we are living a life that we, it's like we see ourselves kind of hate, you know what I mean? Hate for one another, hate for your brother, hate for your sister, hate for the enemy, hate for, you know what I mean? I mean, sometimes you gotta know who to hate, you know what I'm saying? But you cannot just hate any kind of person that you don't know, you know what I'm saying? That's why you gotta know, it's always to really, like, you know what I mean, deal with people. Once you know the vibes, then you know you can tell yourself, your conscious mind should tell you if you gotta mess with that person or not, you know what I'm saying? So that's the reason why it's really It's really good to be knowledgeable too, so you can know yourself. When you start to know yourself, it helps your conscious mind to wake up, you know what I mean? So you could give you some thoughts, you know what I mean? So you could think, you know what I mean? Because sometimes I feel like most of the young generation, we don't think a lot, you know what I'm saying? To say, we gotta think before we act, you know what I'm saying? Because everything has its actions, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like, you know what I'm saying, as a future generations, we gotta really learn to, you know, to be more, because sometimes too I know we don't have a platform to really express our needs, you know what I'm saying. Most of us don't, we seeking something that we really can express, you know what I mean. And sometimes, and really, because mothers and fathers and brothers and sisters, sometimes we are not there for one another. So, you know, when we choose different roads, you know what I'm saying? Some of us choose the gang, some of us choose something else, some of us choose sports and music whatsoever. But I feel like, you know, once we get in touch to know ourselves and try to fight, and God, and this is what we try to say again, you know what I'm saying? We knew, you know what I mean, when we have need, you know, OGs and mentors that can really be influencers, because some, of course, we look up to, you know, some rappers or, you know, some great leaders, but we need more. The people that, some of us, we can't be looking all the time to rappers, because some of them, they too, they're dealing with themselves. They're human beings like us. They're going through the facing through life, so they can't be all that perfect. But you know what I mean, we want to be great, you know what I mean, as a young generation for the future. So we need to help one another and stop the, you know, the hatred or the killing of one another, you know what I'm saying. It's a bigger, there's a bigger, you know, there's a bigger place, there's a bigger, you know, platform, there's a bigger mindset that we should be thinking about, you know what I mean. Bigger, there's a bigger, you know, the world is bigger than this, you know what I mean. We can do really more than what we're doing now, you understand me? But you know what I mean, it's all about, you know what I mean, seeking that kind of mindset and seeking that kind of greatness, so we can start to evolve, you know what I'm saying? Because if we start to look at one another as an enemy, we still gotta, we can never evolve, you know what I'm saying? We can never make a change, you know what I'm saying? And then we helping the enemy to get rid of ourselves, you know what I'm saying? So we really gotta stop the killing of one another, you understand me? And try to look one another as a brother and sister, you know what I'm saying? Which that is really beneficial, you know what I mean, for ourselves and for the future too, because that's gonna make us unite and come together and be powerful as a people, you understand? So y'all gotta tune into this video. It's your boy Gtown, passion for greatness, be later.